Welcome to This Is My Architecture New Zealand. I'm Andre and I'm here with Dean from Freightways.
Hi.
Dean, can you tell me about Freightways?
Yeah, absolutely. So Freightways are a leading provider of express package delivery services in New Zealand. In fact, we deliver in excess of 50 million parcels around New Zealand in a year, both by land and air.
That's an amazing number of parcels. How do the drivers scan them?
Yeah, so they have these little handheld devices that when they pick up the parcels or drop them off or put them in the depot, they scan them. So it allows us to keep track of the freight through our network.
I say, so what is the architecture that's powering all this?
So scalability is really key to us because they don't scan consistently during the day. So for the morning, when they come in, they have a peak. So we average at about 500 scans per minute. And during the busy times, it jumps up to about 1,500 scans per minute. So we need something that can cope with the difference in loads. So an API built in the Fargate service allows us to consume those scans from the different sources and persist them within the DynamoDB. So the driver goes to the Fargate and then stores it in the DynamoDB.
And what made you choose DynamoDB?
It was easy to integrate with. It's performant, copes with the different loads during the day. It's really cost effective and also allows us to feed on through DynamoDB streams to services downstream that are interested in the scans.
Oh, great to hear that it was a good fit for your use case. So at this point, you have the scans stored. How do you process them after that?
So we have a Lambda that picks it out of the DynamoDB streams. And in fact, then it passes it on to down to SNS, which then fans it out to SQS for processing by other services.
I say, that's an interesting pattern of having SNS with multiple SQS queues. What made you arrive to this solution?
Well, we have lots of different services that are interested in it, so it allows us to iteratively add new features to our stack, such as there's a service that processes all the images that comes through on the scans as well, so that passes off to another Fargate service that does processes images.
I see, so it enables your rapid feature development.
Yes.
How did you start this journey? Did you start it with this, or did you have evolution here?
In fact, we started with Amazon MQ, but that wasn't able to cope with the 1,500 scans per minute. So we were able to pivot fairly easily to SNS and SQS, which is also a software as a service. So that was quite attractive as well.
Well, I think that's a great example where you have been able to change the integration of the services when the business needs arise. Yes. So what does this bring to your customers? Why are you doing all this?
Visibility of the freight, that's really key to us. So one of our key metrics is that freight is available 95% of the time within 5 minutes of arriving in the scan and being on our public website. And this infrastructure has actually allowed us to hit pretty consistently, and 99% of the freight is visible within 5 minutes. So it's been really successful.
I think that's great. I know that I love to see where my packages are when I order things, especially during Christmas on Black Fridays. I can imagine that's a super busy period for you. How do you handle that?
Yeah, well, Christmas is a really busy period for us, a massive increase in freight. So all this infrastructure here has allowed us to go from an average of doing 500,000 scans a day to jumping up in 1 million, in excess of 1 million. And all the technology we choose scales really well and just happens by magic.
Wow, this is an amazing jump. And then all that, this ability to rapidly add features and scale up and down. Well, thank you for sharing this architecture.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching This Is My Architecture.